Getting to the root of what triggers your anger and replacing negative and harmful responses with positive and adaptive ones certainly takes time and practice. It is critical to work on identifying your triggers, the thoughts and beliefs that contribute to your anger, and grow in your self-awareness and understanding of the consequences of anger on your life and well-being. As you continue on this learning journey, there are quick and effective strategies that you can start implementing now to help you cope with triggering situations and avoid the detrimental effects of anger, actions, and reactions. They say that meditation skills like deep breathing take time and practice in order to really master these skills, but you can reap the benefits of this important anger management tool right away. Set a small and achievable goal of practicing deep breathing for just 5 minutes per day, every day, and then work your way up to 5 minutes, 3 times daily. Eventually, try to build up to practicing deep breathing for 10 minutes, 3 times per day, every day. Deep breathing has numerous benefits, one of which is enhancing the functioning of your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system to be exact. When this system is activated by deep breathing, signals are sent to your brain, telling your body that you don't need to use the fight or flight response, which is also known as the function of the sympathetic nervous system. When you become angry, the sympathetic nervous system is activated, and this can contribute to the intense rage you might feel when your anger is triggered. When you practice deep breathing every day, you are not only working towards preventing impulsive anger reactions, but you can also use this strategy to cope in the moment when your anger is triggered. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you can calm the fight or flight response with deep breathing. It might look a little unusual, but it's a far better option than an angry response that will bring consequences later on. Deep breathing is best achieved by engaging your diaphragm, which is a muscle located just below your lungs. Diaphragmatic breathing provides many health benefits for your mind and body. When you take a deep breath in through your nose, imagine you are inhaling from your diaphragm. Imagine you are taking the air from your abdominal area by contracting your abdomen inward and filling your chest up with air. These movements should be gentle, nothing fast or harsh. After you slowly take in that breath, exhale by letting the air out through your mouth, and then engage your abdomen again by letting out the breath as your abdomen contracts outward and relaxes. This will take some practice, and it might feel a little odd and uncomfortable at first, but once you get accustomed to this, you'll be able to really benefit from deep breathing. Watching the thinker is a mindfulness strategy that you can use right away to help you manage moments when your anger is triggered. This exercise is effective so long as you understand the mindfulness concept that you and your mind are two separate entities, two separate things. Think of your mind as a part of your body that works a lot like a reflex reaction, like a knee-jerk reaction. We have knee-jerk thoughts all the time, and if we allow our mind to control us, these knee-jerk thoughts will lead to knee-jerk reactions all the time. This can become a major problem if you struggle with managing your anger, because your knee-jerk reaction will likely manifest as verbal or physical expressions of anger. However, by watching the thinker, you practice watching your own mind, your own thoughts, like a movie. If you have any doubt that you and your mind are two separate things, consider this. The simple fact that you can watch your own thoughts, that you can observe your own thoughts, shows you that there is the thinker and then there is you. If not, you wouldn't be able to observe your own thoughts. Try it out right now. What are you thinking about in this moment? The fact that you can answer this question, even if the answer is, "I'm not thinking about anything," indicates that you can watch the thinker. Practice watching your own thoughts, particularly when you become angry. Watch your thoughts in the same way you would watch a movie. Try not to judge your thoughts. Just watch them. Watch the anger transpire. Watch the different things you begin to think when you're angry. Commit to doing this activity now, ahead of time, before you find yourself in a situation when you become angry. This way, you're prepared to use anger triggers as your opportunity to just watch rather than react. Right now, you and the thinker might be meshed into one being, because whenever you think of something that gets you angry, you react and lash out. The more you watch the thinker, the more you will be able to separate yourself from your mind and your thoughts. When your anger is triggered, you might notice that your thoughts are in the past in the future, or in both the past and future simultaneously. You might be thinking about someone who just tried to harm you moments ago, or you might be anticipating that something bad will happen moments from now unless you respond with aggression and hostility. Your anger reaction is your desire to try to make these things right, to get even, or to prevent others from trying to undermine or affect you in some way. The point is, your mind and your thoughts are all over the place, but typically your mind and thoughts are not in the present moment. You can test this theory out next time you become angry. Ask yourself whether you have a problem right now, right this second, not 2 seconds ago or 10 minutes from now. Right now. The answer is typically no, because whatever someone did to you in the past is over now, and as for the future, it's not here yet. The future is not happening right now. Plus, we don't really know for sure what will actually happen in the future. We can only guess and anticipate. These ideas might sound a bit far-fetched, but the reality is that you can take charge of your anger reactions by applying at least some of these concepts, by increasing the time you spend in the present moment. When you're stuck in the past or the future, you will just drag your anger with you everywhere, all the time. An excellent strategy that you can apply right away to help to bring you to the here and now is counting. But rather than the well-known count to 3 method that can be applied to prevent you from reacting impulsively, try subtracting from 2 starting with 50, for example 48, 46, 44, 42, and so on. This is a bit more challenging, takes longer to complete, and is more likely to remove your thoughts from the obsessive and impulsive anger and rage you feel as you enter and stay in the present moment. The Let It Go method is another mindfulness exercise that you can start applying right away, even before you gain advanced abilities in meditation and staying present. When you let it go, you commit to picking certain moments, certain instances throughout your day where you would normally react in an angry manner, and instead you tell yourself that you will let it go. There is some self-control that must be applied here, but this powerful exercise puts you in charge of your actions and reactions. It also removes the burden and the stress involved in the need to respond to everything. You likely know all too well that anger is very physically and emotionally draining. When you let it go, you don't have to put yourself through the ringer of anger all the time. You can consciously decide to let it go and move on. If these anger management techniques resonated with you and you're ready to transform your relationship with anger, I invite you to check out Anger Management Journal. Visit the link below the video to get your copy today. Remember, your anger doesn't define you. How you choose to respond to it does.